I am Marwan Cameron, and y'all know this is the Conduit. It is Tuesday. It is a crazy, crazy day in Kitsap County. Tornadoes, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. All right, we got hail. We got all kinds of craziness. It's cold, 44 degrees, windy. Hopefully y'all are staying safe and you're taking care of each other. But you know what tonight is. Tonight's Deborah's Corner. So we're going to go and get right into it because when it's Deborah's Day, we ain't got no time to waste. So let's go ahead and there.
Marwan, you are too much. Thank you for having me on the Conduit. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I would just like to talk about Tracy Flood and our voting rights, and our voices count. And first, I want to say congratulations. And then when we all rally together for Ms. Flood, I just want to say thank you, because our voice does count. We do matter. We are not a non-factor. But I just wanted to say, I just don't think none of the articles did Ms. Flood any justice that were in the newspaper when she won, and even the one today. I think they could have said more about her and more about her accomplishments and the impact that she has made on Kitsap County in our community. So they're still not doing her a justice. Matter of fact, if you look at that last article that came out in the newspaper, and I read it, they gave more accolades and said more about Mr. Tom Weaver than they did her, and she won. Oh, I'm positive. Wow. Yeah, that's why you have to go back and look at it, just said a little bit. She was a private attorney and president of the NAACP, and I believe they left it at that.
And the winner, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the main thing. I'm going to turn me up here. There you go. Can you hear me better? Yes. So I just felt they didn't do her that much justice. Yes, I spoke with some leaders early this morning and some old OGs, and they were saying, how she had made history. And then I seen this article. Yes, she has made history, but we as a people need to continue to make history. Right now, I'm looking at people. We need to replace people that have been in positions too long, that are not really serving the people, and they've gotten too comfortable in the positions that they're in, and they're not serving us. I believe we need new commissioners, and I'm just going to put it out there. We do. They've gotten too complacent. I mean, there's not enough happening, not enough information getting out to the people. To the people, I mean to the people of color, and to those that are of the have-nots that are white. You know what I'm saying? They're about their close-knit community circle, serving them, giving it to them. We're dealing with, as I was saying, an insurrectionist society. And that's what's happening here. We're giving those individuals too much power. And Marwan always says one thing: power is taken. And I've been listening to that. I mean, that was totally on my mind this weekend. And that's why I talked to some people and had spoke with some people about running for these commissioners positions that'll be coming up. We need to start preparing them now, getting them ready. And looking. I'm looking at your face right now, Marwan.
In the chat, you know what I'm saying?
What'd you say?
I'm saying in the chat, power is taken. It is not given.
Yes, definitely. Anyway, I really want to say that, as everybody know, I have Surviving Change and Hope 360. We have our mitigation that's going on today. Sorry about that, guys. And about the issues and concerns that the BIPOC, some of us that are having issues and concerns with KCR. And we are fighting and everything for the tenants and for the landlords. Things that are going on what would we say it? where the, I would say racism for the monetary control. Where's that going to? What's happening with that? Leaving the lower class or people who they think that's beneath them behind. So I'm having that today. I got my notes and everything ready. So I just wanted to let the people know I'm tired, but I'm out here fighting for you. I'm fighting for the landlords. I'm fighting for the tenants.
Well, and Deborah, Sal is in the chat and it says it's going to take leaders like DMJ running for public office. So we got to act DMJ 2022, 2024.
Oh, wait. I'm looking for people to run. I'm looking for people to run, to support. I believe I have the people and the community, to come out and to support. So far this year, since November of last year we had 1,086 people we served so far. I've had coming through the office that we've served is 1,440 people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm busy every day. So
well, Mark says there's nothing in the Constitution about professional politicians. They envision people to represent the people and to return to their jobs. They were supposed to be peers, not lifetime parasites. 100% facts, right? Go ahead, continue. Ooh, you got a live chat tonight, Deborah.
I said, and I'm really that I can't be on long. Thank you, Mark. Yes. I don't know who he is, but oh my God. Thank you. I just wanted to say, one thing I want to say, talk about insurrectionists. I believe, and I'm just going to call it out who it is. KCR is a power system. It's based on insurrection. I'm sorry, I'm tired, and ideology. Everything is tailored to suit their agenda. And it's not to suit the people they're here to serve. And I just think change needs to be, it needs to happen now. And we need to come out. I just need the people to rally behind me. And you guys forgive me, I'm tired and exhausted. But I just need you guys to rally behind me, to come behind me, because I'm going to fight for you tooth and nails. They want me out of this contract for the county. They're doing everything that they can do to deframe me, to derail me, because I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting for the landlords. I'm fighting for the tenants. I'm fighting for those who think that are non-factors. But to me, we all count and we all matter. And I just want you to know that. Oh, Sal said that. Oh, get out of here. I just read something in there. You guys are making me really, really, really feel loved. But, I'm for the people. I'm for the people. Yes, so true, Sal. Yes. But because he was a good lifer. John Lewis was. He was a good one.
Yeah, let me go ahead and read that to everyone. Don't group all lifetime politicians together or we lose folks like John Lewis. And power is accepted by the people. Absolutely.
And correct. But we need to look at those that's been in positions too long and where they've been and where they're going and what they've done for us and what have they done for the people. I took a group of people, landlords and tenants, to the commissioners meeting. And so I told my people to be there. And my people is all people. Everybody knows I represent everybody. So I had taken them over there to the commissioners meeting. And, at the end of the meeting, that we can go ahead and speak and our voices need to be heard. So as we got there, all my people, I told them to be there 5:15 because, some of us sometimes be on CP time. And so I told them 5:15 it starts. Well, they got there. They know how I am. They got there at 5 o'clock. So I didn't get there till 5:03. But I couldn't understand why they were outside. They were outside. And so they said, well, the man inside said that we couldn't be in here and that we were at the wrong meeting. And I said, what? So I walked in, I'm hearing him tell these other people, you're at the wrong meeting, you can't be in here. And it was Commissioner Guider. Maybe I'm pronouncing. Gilder, it was him. And so I asked him, why couldn't they be here? And then so he was saying, well, this meeting is for, I said, well, he began to state what the meeting was about for. I said, but isn't it at the end of this meeting, these people can speak and their issues and concerns can be heard? Because we're here about the TRAP program, the rental assistance. So, oh, you put that up there. Thank you, Marwan. Thank you. I'm going to stop looking over there.
Don't look in the chat. You're getting internet famous.
Praise God. Praise God. So anyway, he was telling them that they couldn't be there. So when I came in and everything, I went ahead and approached them, asked them why. Then when I began to tell him why we were there, then he got kind of nervous. And then I did ask him, did he receive my email? But it was my mistake. I sent the email to the other two commissioners and not him. But believe you me, he did. He was so fearful and leery and felt so uncomfortable of being in that room with those many people of color in there. And we were, it was quite a few of us, 18 of us signed up to speak. We had Hispanics in there. We had Native American in there, Black, and we had, Caucasians in there. So they were so uncomfortable of us being in there. But I do have to say they did play like they was hearing us. So, play like they was hearing us, because number one thing, when I did set up a meeting and told Commissioner Garrido, thank you for having this meeting with me that's on tomorrow at 10 o'clock. She was wanted to be persistent that we didn't have a meeting, but she went ahead and looked at her calendar. So she chases me out. And sorry if I'm running through this, sorry. But she says, Deborah, I looked at my calendar and we don't have a meeting. And so I opened up my phone and with several people there, and she looked and she was over my shoulder and we didn't have no mask on. So she was really engaged in this. She didn't have a meeting with me. So I looked up my phone and there we did have a meeting, but it wasn't at 10, it was at 1. But when we got to the meeting and everything, they wanted me to let me know that the meeting only can be for 15 minutes. My thing is, how can you go ahead and savage racism, discuss racism and issues and everything within 15 minutes? That told me right then and there, you didn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you 15 minutes of fame and everything. After that, the hell with you. And that's how I took it. That was a spit in the face. And I'm up here fighting for the people. You saw people coming out, crying out to you. If you go back and watch the video, they were crying out. Oh, well, I'm glad. Correct. Are you going to read that, Marwan?
I'll read that. So Mark says people of color, all colors. And then he goes on to say here, Charlotte never met a meeting she did not like. The issue is doing something after the meeting.
Well, Mark, I just want to tell you something. We still have not moved on those issues that we're having. Our landlords are still having issues. Our tenants are still having issues. I have 54 people that when Monday came after the bridge ended, they were being evicted. And then we have it where we have only 2 attorneys in this county that's supposed to handle everyone's cases as they enter into the court system, which they're not going to be able to. They're overwhelmed right now. I already spoke yesterday with Kitsap Legal. I spoke with them, trying to build a relationship with them, us coming up with a plan, how we're going to get all these people to her.
Yeah, absolutely. Al is offering to be your campaign manager. So, and he's willing to put his money where his mouth is.
We'll find somebody together. But I am looking for other people to run in those positions.
Mark says, yes, I would love to have offline.
Oh, yes. And, Mark, on Thursdays and Fridays, especially on Fridays, I would love to have that conversation with you at my office, 865 6th Street, Suite 305. Fridays, I have more help in the office, so I'll be glad to sit down with you and we can have that conversation.
Well, here's a FYI also, Mark. Deborah might be joining us this Thursday for the resiliency workshop via Zoom. So,
Oh, that's my guy.
yep.
Oh my God. I listened to you the other night and I so much enjoyed the podcast. I was really engrossed into, especially with education, because I advocate for children in the school system. And I pretty much agree with you. But I do have to say that since we have a new principal up here at Bremerton High School, he is willing to make changes. He called me week after week and day after day to meet up with me for we can come up with a plan to go ahead and bring some new ideals, make it more of a student approach, a student-run school, to how to engage the students. He's reaching out to outside people to bring new ideals in so that we can educate our children much better. So I met with him, I believe it was Monday or Tuesday of last week at 7:00 a.m. at the school. So I'm looking forward to that. I know this Thursday I'm up at the school at lunchtime, and I'm going to try and squeeze in Friday. So, but I got to see what his schedule permits. So, I think change is coming in the school system. And then I think Mr. Aaron Lavelle, and that's my man. He's open to ideals. He's open-minded. I support him 100%. I think he's a new age man. He's not an old school. And sometimes you need a little old school to mix with the new school to get the results that we're looking for and to get the correct outcomes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Marwan, I'm tired.
I know
But
you are.
I love everyone. My day starts at 4 a.m., sometimes at 3 o'clock. As you guys know, if you go to my website, I'm a funeral director too. And so this today I had to go ahead and to put together 3 loved one services for this weekend. So, and some of the families didn't have things together. So, with all everything else going on, with the rental assistant going on, I'm just a little exhausted. But you know what? My heart and my love, and I'm married to the community. I am sold out. I'm sold out for Jesus Christ first, and God first. And then my community. I'm not married or nothing, so I'm married to the community.
Oh, we'll be married to the game. You know. So let me ask you a question, Deborah. What are typically we were going to take an hour today, and you were like, man, I need more than an hour tonight. But then all of a sudden, you got to jump off at 5:30. So what's happening at
Yeah.
5?
Well, 5:30 is my mitigation with Commerce because I sent the email and phone calls to the governor's office, to the Secretary of State of Commerce, Lisa Brown. So she had her assistant Diane, put together a mitigation with the county and with KCR and with Surviving Change and Hope 360 today to go ahead and try and to hear our issues and concerns and see if we can resolve these issues and concerns that we have with the community and for the people.
Right. And what I think is important, to note is that that's not a popular position to be in, right? You're taking the slings and the arrows for those that can't fight in the community. And when you stand up and you advocate for others, you advocate for what you believe is right, you tend to pay the cost for that. And that's tough, right? Because
Yes.
it's the oil or the grease, but sometimes that grease is a hammer, right? They try
Yes.
to destroy, the person that is speaking up and speaking out. And it's like, hey, we've all been going along to get along this whole time. Why are you making waves, right? And so you are definitely being an advocate for folks. It is hard. It is oftentimes thankless, right? There's long days, there's long nights, there's anxiety, there's hospital stays, right? I mean, just in the short time we've been working together since about June, right? You've been in and out and dealing with medical issues. And then during COVID, of all things, right? And dealing with all the death that's been going on and just sweeping the community, and you having to be strong for those folks and get them to process during the worst times in many folks' lives, right? And you still keep on keeping on. Is it definitely a testament to you.
Thank you.
I don't have roses, so I'm gonna give you an applause.
Thank you, Marwan. Thank you.
Acknowledge that, right? This is the work, and it's hard work, and folks burn out. And oftentimes, what you see is you'll see someone that comes in and says, "Hey, I dare to make a difference. I'm gonna make this difference." And a lot of times, folks are afraid, right? They won't come and support that person. Well, I don't want to lose what I got. They can easily take it. The last
Yes.
one tried 5 years ago, they destroyed him or her, and you ain't heard from them again. So I'm gonna just try to make incremental change over here where I'm really not bothering anyone, but we're not moving fast enough, right? Folks are in dire situations, and it's only going to get worse. We are tired of it. And you talked about insurrection, and when I put um, that definition in the chat there, that was powered by Oxford Dictionaries. What does
Mm-hmm.
that mean? A person commits to the offense of inciting to insurrect when he incites others to overthrow or attempt to overthrow the representation and constitutional form of government as it is set. So we can use that word in different ways, right? You are trying to overthrow the power structure, the injustice that you see, right? That your folks
Yes.
experience, right? And your folks are our folks. Let's get that straight. It's the folks that are
Yes.
experiencing homelessness, food insecurity, not getting health care, right? Not being able to, and I put this in quotes, right? Achieve or go after their American dream, right?
Correct.
It's been lost on them. And so we do need to acknowledge that and start to work and support each other in that. Because it's easy to break the toothpick, but if you have a box of toothpicks, a lot harder to break that in half, right? When we stand together. And so, I'm glad that I can say that I support you, and I've, done my best to stand by you and hold you up. If you've been like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, it's like, all right, I'm the shoulder. Go ahead, lean on me right now. And you're like, all right, good. I got this. I'm ready to go. All right, let's do it. So when you come on Tuesday, it's just another thing, right? But it's so important for you to just add a little bit more to let people know what you're doing, why you're doing it, what's happening, trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I was talking with Sal earlier, and we were talking about the word woke and how they're attacking that now. And I was like, well, woke is a bad thing now. And he's like, well, no, not really ain't no bad thing. So, exactly, right? So many of us have been asleep for so long and feel like we don't have power. There's nothing we can do. It's not going to work out. They keep doing these things. They play dirty, whatever the case may be. And it's like, nah, that's the whole thing about power is taken, not given. We are taking our power. We are standing and being counted, and we're going to support each other. So, I just want to say that to you.
Marwan?
I'm here. I just said I want to say that to you.
I was just going to tell everyone, thank you for tuning in and just let me get that little spill out there because I'm on at 5:30 in my Zoom. So I just want to tell everyone, thank you. And thank you for Mark and Sal. And Sal, we'll find somebody because I'm looking. We'll find somebody.
That's usually kind of the indication that it probably should be you. When you are trying to find someone else, that might be the little trigger to say, well, the person, you already found the person.
I don't know about all that.
Hey, well, look, it's Tracy Flood. She's gone through, and now she's a judge. So who's next?
I got a few people in mind.
Well, hey, we got to get started now. We can't wait. And
Marwan, you might be one of them.
Nah, I'm not one of them. I just got a messenger today. Someone telling me that I should run for office. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. See, that's a confirmation.
I may be a little uncouth for public office.
Oh, that might be what we need. A little shakeup. A little shakeup. Yes.
I don't know. I'm just going to sit over here and pet my cat and just give you my evil laugh.
But we do need to make change, guys. We need to make change. People have gotten too comfortable in the positions that they're in. And then we need to break up the monotony. You know what I'm saying? We need change in the gatekeepers. You know, we just need change up in there. You know, Mark could be somebody we could put in there.
Well, I think the other thing too is for the folks that are there, we need to hold them accountable. They were elected into office. We are their constituents. Then we need to hold them accountable. So this is good practice as we may want to have someone else run and take their place, right? So hold them accountable, hold their feet to the fire, but they need to know what the issues are, and we need to, hold them to it.
And then when you're talking about accountability, before I go, because it's almost time, I had my brother came in. He goes, Deborah, you need to reverse the questions instead of the questions coming to you. Does an accountability investigative committee need to be put in place to monitor certain counties' practices and operations? He had said that to me. He goes, and another one, he came in with the book ready today. And then he wanted to know, he goes, Deborah, I listened to you and we hardly ever talk about things. But he came down to my office today. He goes, are the state agencies taking advantage of the work that the local agencies are putting in? He says, can you ask that question? So, he just wanted to know. He came with 12 pages. I didn't know my brother was paying that much attention. Seriously, he came. He goes, oh, you can have this tablet, He goes, I listened to you. I didn't think he paid attention, because he's into that construction world, And he just had so much. He goes, can you go? He goes, from what I'm hearing everything, Deborah, you got defacement going on here. He goes, you're battling piracy. You know what I'm saying? And he came, I go, wow, I didn't think you really was interested. But I just, I'm going to go ahead and look at his notes here, and I'm going to submit these questions that he has to them.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I definitely am. But anyway, I only got 2 minutes and everything. I want to tell everyone thank you. And those who gave me the respect to go ahead and tune in for this short amount of time. And I will see you next Tuesday, because I have to let you know what the outcome.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. And thank you once again, Marwan, for having me.
Always. And what I like about what you said at the end was you are actually taking, regular folks' questions into your meeting, right?
Yeah.
It's about the people in the community. So this is an issue. This is what he sees. He wants those questions answered, right? And so oftentimes folks aren't in a position to ask those questions, and you can ask those questions for him as proxy. So that's really powerful. Definitely really appreciate that.
So and Marwan, can we say one more other thing? I apologize. I just wanted to get this out. He was talking about the Trojan effect. He was saying, the Trojan horse tactics. And he was saying sometimes he thinks, should we go ahead and he said, is the solution the Trojan horse tactic? That seems to be the only tactic people on the lower end has to act on.
All right. Yeah, I think that's something to consider. So
go ahead. I'm sorry. I really wanted to go some, but I gotta go. But I got so much in front of me.
You got 1 minute. You want to be ready for mediation. So
you already know, let me get ready. But it was so much that the people have came in and that people are lined up now for this mediation.
Good.
So, yes. Well, so I'll let you guys know what happens.
We will look to hearing from you next Tuesday as to your, what happened with commerce, or with the mediation, right?
Yes.
And we will, continue to go forward, right? Because we want to do things right and actually make some change. So as you know, this is Tuesday. This is Deborah's Corner. And Deborah, you can jump off anytime that you need to. I just want to let you know we got a number of shows coming up. Woo, we are getting busy. Let me just run it down for you. As you can see, right now we are live with Deborah's Corner. But tomorrow, 1 p.m., You're not going to want to miss it. How did G2 start? Who helped G2 to get going? Well, Erica Duncan will be on, right? This is an awesome show. Erica Nicole, NoelDuncan.com are our consultants, our grant writers, 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss it. NYU attorney lives in Spain. She's not even in this country, so it's 9 hours ahead. And then, of course, Wednesday night, we have myself and Pastor Ellington. Hey, do Christians know they're going to hell? As you can see, the church is on fire there. Whew, I hope I ain't going to hell. That seems kind of blasphemous. And then Thursday, 6:30 p.m. from Black Ring Spirit out in Port Orchard, we will have Resilient Ecosystems, ResEco, the workshop. Tomorrow is the 4 agreements discussion as we continue to do the work on resiliency. And then, of course, on Friday at 9 p.m., we have Friday Night with Marwan and Sabrina, which is a lot of fun. Join us for that. And then always on Mondays, Kitsap Public Health at 1 p.m. And then at 3 on Monday, we have the Bremerton Housing Authority with the Executive Director, Jill Stanton, and KCR's Matt Garrett. And then we have a new addition to the lineup. On Tuesday at 11 a.m., we have the Kitsap Regional Library. Priya will be on, which will be awesome. November 16th, Dr. Yao will be back to discuss prostate cancer. And if you want to be part of the study and receive the $50, please contact us as soon as possible. If you want the extra $25 that G2 is matching, then let me know so I can send you the Zoom link because you do need to appear for that. And then, of course, that next Tuesday will be Deborah's Corner, and then on and on. Oh, this one I got to talk about. Cody Russell from Kitsap Strong, November 19th, which is a Friday at 10 a.m., 2-hour show. You're not going to want to miss it. So we've got a full slate with more things coming up. If you have not done so, you need to subscribe, like, and share. There's lots of different ways that you can access us, right? You can access us on YouTube. Just type in my name, Marwan Cameron, MarwanCameron, as listed right there. You can follow us on Facebook. And again, subscribe, like, share, set your notifications so you never miss a show. I will tend to go live on other times during the week or in the evening, especially if there is some type of information that I feel that folks need to know that comes out. So I am Marwan Cameron. That's what the kids call me, Mr. Camera. I am Marwan Cameron for Deborah Jackson and Deborah's Corner. This is the Conduit. We will see you